Alright, this battery right here, I wasn't sure if this one would hold a charge, but I had it on the charger for 12 hours, and I just wanted to see what it would do. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect it off of the charger, just so I know I'm not taking any kind of readings off of that. Let me get my voltometer here. I'm going to set it to 20 volts DC right there. I'm going to set it right here where you guys can see it. And this one's negative and that one's positive. Okay, red to positive, black to negative. Black to negative, red to positive. Alright, that thing says 8.97 volts. So it looks like it's not taking it's not holding a 13.5 volt like the other battery did. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hook this thing back up. Oh, excuse me. And I'm going to see what the charger looks like it's doing. If you watch the DC amps right there, a good charge generally, like the other battery, I don't know if you saw that video, but it would be up a little less than 5 amps and then go all the way up to 10 amps after being on here for a few hours. So let's see what this one does. All right, so it's a little bit below 5 amps. That's much better than it was yesterday. Much better. All right, good. So I'm going to set this at 12 hours, and I've got it set on 12 volts because this thing does 12 or 6 volts, and this is a 12 volt battery. So I've got it set for 12 volts. Put this on for 12 hours. And I've got the red clip on the positive and the black on the negative, just like it says right here. The output is 6 to 12 volts. I chose 12 volts DC, 10 amps. If you notice, that's kind of dropped a little bit. It kind of makes me wonder if this thing's going to hold. But this will change it over time. I mean, it may end up going back up, but it looks like it's trying to drop down towards 0. It was much closer to 5 amps, but it's dropping down closer to 0 amps. Now, do have this connected properly. Sometimes it's good to double check just to make sure. That says negative. And up here it says black clip to negative. So I got the black clip to negative. This is the positive pole, red clip to positive. Right there it says red clip to positive. Alright, I'm going to look at the voltage of this while it's charging. See what it says. 15.87 volts. So the charger is trying to put 15.9 volts on here, and it's dropped down to like 2 amps. What I want to see that thing go up to 10 amps. Right here. So it's about 2 amps. I want to see it go up to 10 amps. But it did drop from below 5 down to 2, and it's kind of holding steady around 2 right now. But I'm going to leave it on here for 12 hours just to see, because you never know. It may have just needed charged a couple of times. But when I come back out here next time, if this thing isn't holding a charge like it should, then I'm going to do a dangerous thing with it. And I'm going to pop this top off and look down in there and see what the moisture levels are in there, and then I'm going to be very, very careful when I do that. And I do not recommend any of you guys do this at home, but I'm going to pop this open and I'm going to see if I can work with this battery to get it to where it'll hold the charge good. And see, when I was young, most of the batteries we had, we'd pop the little things off the top, and we would look in there and make sure it was holding plenty of fluid, because the fluid over time evaporates out, right? But these newer batteries are supposed to be sealed, and never have to add water. Like right here, it says never add water. Why do they say that on batteries? Never add water. Because it used to be that you had to add water. You had to check them. So after this thing sits on this charger for 12 hours, and if it's not holding a charge, a proper charge, and doesn't have the cranking power to crank over an engine, then I'll be popping it open and see if I need to add water. And but it's very, very, very dangerous to do that because it can create explosive gases. You do not want to have sparks or flames or smoke around it because those explosive gases could explode. I mean, really, it just blow the shit off the face of the earth. And it's got sulfuric acid in it. It can cause blindness if you get it in your eyes, and it will eat your skin away and burn your skin away. So that's why they created these sealed batteries to keep people from doing things that hurt themselves. All right, things holding kind of in between 1 and 2 amps, but I'll see what it does. I'll watch it off and on while I'm out here just to see. Let me go ahead and turn that off. All right, set that up here. I'll just leave that for next time whenever I check it. But these, some of these batteries are several years old, so I just got to break into them and see if I can make them work again. But that'll be another video. Talk to you later.